Hello, YouTube. It is May 26, 2016, leading up to Memorial Day weekend, and I'm here with a political talk video. So go ahead and get your snacks and stuff like that before we get serious into the talks. Um, so where do I want to start off? I just got finished watching News 14. Oh, and I still got it on. Shit. Y'all know I like to mute my TV. Y'all know darn on YouTube get crazy, want to flag you for everything. Hear TV in the background, hear a phone ring. They want to claim copyright. But anyways, I just got finished watching News 14, and it turns out darn gone Donald Trump done clinched the nomination, y'all. So it's and then also what done came onto the scene is Hilary Clinton email scandal has come to a head. So Lord, it's like if all days for that email scandal to come up, it would be right on the high tails of darn on Donald Trump winning the darn on nomination. It's like, ooh, child, it ain't looking good for the Democratic Party. But let me go ahead and be the voice of reasoning for this shit right here. So pretty much Donald Trump clinched the nomination. He was giving a speech in North Dakota, which was actually a sound mind speech. He wasn't speaking crazy or nothing. Although we done predicted that this was going to happen, now all of a sudden he's going into his second part of his strategy of being more sound and reasonable. Now all of a sudden you went from kicking ass to now backtracking on this, backtracking on that, and you want to call Hillary Clinton on backtracking. You doing the same thing before our eyes. Yet there is a post, which if I ever find that post, I'm going to put on my darn on Facebook page later on. There's a meme that most people ain't bringing up that Donald Trump said in 1999 about this will be the strategy that he would go by doing. And it's a sad that he's doing the same strategy that he quoted in 1999, and it's basically winning him the darn old election. Now, I'm still pulling out for Hillary because maybe if I tell y'all this, y'all will finally get over this email scandal shit once and for all. But anyways, Donald Trump's message was finally good for once. I'm not. I don't know who Senator Pocahontas is, but when he was talking about Pocahontas, I'm like, what the world? I'm like, what the world? Why is he bringing up Pocahontas? Pocahontas been dead for about 400 some years. Why did he say something that targeted the Native American community? Like because I ain't know there was actually a senator called Pocahontas. But needless to say, about 2 minutes in, I was thinking that he was talking about somebody else. I was like, hell, he done talked about us black people. He done talked about darn on Chinese people. He done talked about darn on building the wall for the immigrants. He done talked about rational Islamics. So, hell, I'm thinking he done now got on the Native Americans too. They know all the motherfuckers that he ain't talked about. Or so we thought. Anyways, this Senator Pocahontas is a seemingly looking white woman. I done pulled up, but y'all know I like to really get my facts in order before I speak on this. So looking at her, she is white skin, blonde hair, similar to darn on um, Donald Trump. Except I want to say that her hair is actually real. Um, he's claiming that she went to college off of saying that she's Native American and she used the stereotype that she has very high cheekbones. Um, Now, let me just say this. I don't know her history just yet, but we're in 2016 and you can easily get a DNA ancestry test. Well, Donald Trump, go ahead and have her do an ancestry DNA if you so pressed about it. My thing is, what is your darn on business about darn on people's darn on person? Here we go again. Donald Trump like to always put everybody else motherfucking shit out on Front Street, but you can't even get your taxes in order. Yet you want to talk about all these business ideas, which are good. Bernie Sanders got a lot of good ideas too. It's the execution process that we are worried about. And just because you are, Donald Trump, the businessman in the street, Donald Trump as far as president, that's two totally motherfucking different things. You just can't be a business person being a president. You also got to be a person of a sound mind that can deal with, diplomatic relations, deal with darn gone people, deal with terrorists in a civilized manner. I know that's hard to say, but you just can't be a person who is so sensitive where you can't engage in a conversation with darn on Rosie O'Donnell without calling her a fat, nasty, sloppy pig, quoting your words verbatim, and then in response to Megyn Kelly, refused to even get interviewed by Megyn Kelly. Yet this is the person that we want to deal with people such as Gaddafi and darn on ISIS and everything else. Donald Trump missed me with the bullshit. But as far as this darn on Senator Pocahontas, who her direct lineage to Pocahontas herself is still in question, I will say this. I do have a best friend, well, a girl pal, that is Native American, and her children are obviously Native American as well, half white, half Native American. Both her children, blonde hair, blue eyes. So just because this person has blonde hair, blue eyes too, does not mean that she's not automatically Native American. And when I say my girl pal is Native American, because y'all know people want to question anything I say about natives now since my darn on ancestry video. She is full blown Lumbee. She's not no 1/6. She's not no 1/3. She's not no 1/16. Everybody on her maternal side, from her mother, her grandmother, her great grandmother, and all so forth, are Native. Her cousins are all Native. Her aunts are all Native. And even her alleged father, whoever it is, had some Native in him too. So she had paternal Native, and she has darn on full blown Native on her mother's side. Her mother was fully Native. So that being said, blonde hair, blue eyed children. So that's not to say not everybody that is blonde hair, blue eyes is not Native. So the jury's out on this Miss Pocahontas. Whether did she go to school off Native American money and she's indeed a white woman. He claimed that she said that just because she has high cheekbones, she's Native American. I don't believe that a senator would say something like that. I mean, we all know there's plenty of different cultures and countries in Africa that have high cheekbones. We know Mediterranean people have high cheekbones. Indian people in India have high cheekbones. There are a plethora of other people. Cheekbones do not automatically give you Native American lineage. Nor do dark hair, nor do intensely brown eyes. So even though I have dark hair, intensely brown eyes, high cheekbones, somebody like me can probably not me. I happen to trace my Native lineage, but somebody else can have my same features and not have no Native in their family at all. But anyways, I can't believe we are even discussing somebody being president who just says crazy shit like this. I mean, somebody who is basing on the sole merit of him being a good businessman, yet you can't even get your taxes in order. We ain't even see your motherfucking taxes to this day, bitch. Where is your tax returns at? How hard is it for you? And don't say because you're a multi-billionaire, it takes time to get up all the stuff. No. Now, once your 24, 25, 30 darn on plus accountants organize your stuff and put it on a tax return, all that shit is on one sheet of paper or on multiple sheets of paper for you to darn on release. I mean, there is plenty of darn on people from Beyonce and everybody else worth $1 billion that can produce a tax return upon request like that. So miss me with the bullshit. Even the darn on Waltons of darn on Walmart, worth 6 times more than your ass, can produce a darn on tax return. You is running for president and we ain't seen your tax returns yet. Now he's backpedaling and on talking about he's going to lower taxes. Now, just a couple weeks ago, he was talking about raising tax. See, flip-flopping like a motherfucker before our very eyes. And I'm telling y'all, we need to get it together. We need to get it together. And that's all I'm going to say on darn on Trump. Now, as far as Hilary Clinton with this email scandal, y'all been up Hillary Clinton's darn on ass for the better part of a darn on year. And even Bernie Sanders said, I'm sick of hearing about your fucking emails. Whatever comes out, it ain't going to be nothing darn on detrimental any damn way. And guess what? It turns out, darn on email scandal comes out, it just shows that what we already knew. Hillary Clinton was darn on negligent. She had the federal emails on her personal email. But guess what? It's the same darn on server that she had when she was in the darn on presidency with her darn on husband, Hillary Clinton. I mean, with darn on Bill Clinton. So with that being said, and then furthermore, to break it down to y'all, She is not the first senator the first Department of Treasury being accused of this. Senator Hillary Clinton is the fifth darn on Department of Treasury that has been accused of this issue. So I don't know why they blowing it up on a bigger scale, because Hillary Clinton being the polarizing person that she is. They can't find nothing on her. This is the closest thing to smearing her campaign. I mean, out of all the darn on bullcrap darn on Donald Trump said, we're going off of a darn on woman whose worst case scenario is being negligent. Being negligent, highly irresponsible. I will give Hillary Clinton that was a highly irresponsible thing. She has learned for her actions, but let's not chastise her to the fullest extent if we ain't going to correct this situation. Now, being known that she's the fifth person that has been in the House of... Damn, why I keep saying the House? That has been in the Department of Treasury. Being that she's the fifth person that has done this, obviously there's a lack in, communication in that regard. There's a lack in proper protocol, and, it's not fully black and white of how the email service should go. Y'all know I'm not the most diplomatic person in the world. I got a degree in business, but my concentration is in marketing. It is not in learning on law, so don't read me for fifth in the comment section. But being that she's the fifth person, the emails don't show no, secret trade deals. It don't show nothing incriminating with her doing some dealings with the bank or anything like that. It's just the fact that she had the emails on her personal server, which was the same server that they used when Bill Clinton was the president of the White House. That the same server that tons of other politicians still have to this day that are very outdated, that needs to be updated. And the fact that she's the fifth person to do this. She's not the first, she's not the second. So there's clearly a lack of communication. Maybe after this, now that they done blew it all the way up, now whoever is the current Secretary of State should know from the first 5 people that fucked up, including Hillary Clinton, to get this situation under control. So my thing is, was it sort of messed up that Hillary Clinton did not know afterwards to put the stuff on the professional email? Yes, it is. Was it? See, it's technically it is illegal, but it's one of them illegal laws within government that cannot really be she cannot be persecuted because of the history of lack of judgment within the government itself, because like I said, it's not like Hillary Clinton is the first person to violate this law. She is the fifth Secretary of State that has shown to violate this law, and there's not a communication. So I think that uh, what honestly, I hate to say this, but the reprimanding is punishment enough. She's done been slaughtered through everybody. Y'all done drug her for filth. Now, whoever becomes the new president, please make a law somewhere to enforce that whoever the Secretary of State is, have everything on a private, on the darn on secretary server and not your own personal email. Man, make sure that the darn on server is up to date with 2016 and not using the same thing from back in 1972. So that's my thoughts on that. If we want to go ahead and crucify Hillary on this, go ahead and darn on update the darn on servers. So that's it. Finally, y'all can get over the darn on Hillary situation. She did not commit no felonies of, no secret trade deals or nothing like that. The only thing she committed was being negligent of having the stuff on her personal emails. She did not engage in any darn on illegal activities. So other than that, what else do y'all have to say about Hillary? I mean, on anything else, she has not violated no law. They have not. This email scandal was the only thing that people had over Hillary Clinton, saying that she's not trustworthy. I mean, everything else is something that's indirect that she don't have no direct control over. Like the 1994 crime bill, that was when her husband was in office. She did not enact that law. Her husband did, with the support of several black people of from Reverend Al Sharpner to several people, including the NAACP. So for people to say that this was a bill that was targeted towards black people, I'm going to really need you to educate yourselves and learn that the crime bill was targeted towards everybody that had crack rock. I've spoken, being a person from Fayetteville, North Carolina, I've heard of white people that had just as many time as black people for having crack rock on them from that 1994 crime bill. So even though a lot more of black people suffered behind that bill because a lot more white people were indulging in weed instead and was indulging in, um, powder form of cocaine over crack, does not mean it was specifically targeted for black people. Even though after seeing the, repercussions of that, I always say the 1994 crime bill was a immediate bill after the, Ronald Reagan administration to target, the heavy drug use that was going on, the heavy crack cocaine and stuff going in. Even stars like Whitney Houston and Mary J. Blige cried as it kept me up. Mary J. Blige was a crackhead too back in the day before he turned her life around. Vanity was on crack cocaine. A lot of your stars were full on crack addicts. So everybody from high and low was on crack cocaine. And this 1994 crime bill was allowed to rectify that. But the long term repercussions, I think the bill was, it was designed to, it was perfectly executed within the mind to take down drugs. But the side effects should have been, they should have did something in the future once they seen the high results of people getting 20 years for something like a crack route like this. So I think they should have took care of that situation sooner. That's my opinion. Nobody get darn on 20 years for one hit. Now, if you trafficking, that's a different thing. Now, if you darn on Mandizis, you y'all know I'm still getting over a cold. Now, if you like darn on Mandizis from Love and Hip Hop, if you like darn on bootleg darn on Real from Love and Hip Hop, Scrappy, who is now strapped up in darn on jail and trafficking, talking about boo-hooing about getting 5 years, talking about I wish they would have gave me some little more leniency. I wasn't trying to get out of my darn on jail time. Bitch, it's not like you got caught with just one thing of weed. You got caught with over 200 pounds. 200 pounds. Trafficking. And the darn person gave you the minimum of the sentence because you could have got anywhere from 5 years to damn on 30 years. He gave you the darn bare minimum of 5. So sometimes I think we black people be darn on taking stuff out of context. I mean, shit. You do the time. I mean, you do the crime. You do the motherfucking time. And by you being the darn on TV personality that we all got the darn on love for your ratchet foolery, that gave you darn on 25 years off your sentence. Because to let you been darn on regular darn on Scrappy off the darn on street without the darn on TV name, your bitch ass probably would have got about 15, 20 years. Same thing for Medicis. Same thing for Apollo. Apollo post been darn on 20 years. You was on your darn on Bernie Madoff type of shit. So yeah. But once again, we ain't gonna get into that. Those are my thoughts for today. Donald Trump is now the official Republican nominee. We're gonna need to say a prayer, y'all. Say a prayer. Hilary Clinton, she currently got 2,305 delegates to darn on Bernie Sanders. I think he got 15 something. I don't even think it really mattered at this point for me to get my darn on phone out. But he got like 1574. What the fuck ever he got. It's like Hillary just needs to win New Jersey and that's it. She needs 2,383. Darn on California is saying it's not. It's saying online it's worth 476 delegates, but it's saying on the news that it's worth 542. But at this point, it's like Hillary Clinton, even if she do not get one vote in darn on California, if she gets darn on 60% of the darn on vote in darn on, not even 60%. Only thing she need is like 10%. Let me be realistic. She needs like 20% in every other state if she does not get no vote out of darn on California, which will be rare. I can't see not one person voting for Hillary. Hilary Clinton, current delegate count. Time Warner Cable's on they bullshit with this darn on fucked up cable too. But anyways, I don't got time. We running the fucking darn on screen up. Yeah, Hillary Clinton is pretty much our official nominee. I mean, short, I don't see how in the world she would not be able to win darn on 79 delegates. In this Democratic nomination, there are 5, 6. There are 900 delegates up for grabs. 921, and she only needs 79. 921, and she only needs 79 to clinch the nomination. So pretty much she got it in the darn on bag. I say she'll win, even if, let me see the peaceful difference. 900, I say she need to successfully win 400 out of them 900 delegates. That way, even if Bernie Sanders was to win the remainder, he would not even have enough for the nomination. Because 500 plus 15 will only put him at 2,000. For him to even be qualified for the nomination, he has to get 2,383, which means he would have to win over 800 of the delegates. And each and every contest that we've seen against Hillary, he's only been able to beat her by a 5% margin. There ain't one state where he's won by no 80% margin. The closest thing I think he won was by 70% in one state, and I think that may have been, something like Alaska, which is only worth 20 delegates. So that being said, that is it, y'all. Y'all tell me y'all thoughts on darn on Donald Trump becoming the darn on official darn on nominee, and now he's backtracking on all the stuff that he said to try to kiss up to the darn on vote. Y'all tell me about what y'all thoughts is on the Hillary email scandal, considering that it already backed up what we already knew for months, that she was negligent, but she ain't the first person that's done it. 5 other darn on people's done it. There need to now be a law in place to set where it should be some ramifications. But since it's not, Hillary Clinton is not going to jail like so many people hoping for. I've seen everything on the news from darn on Yahoo, Facebook. Oh, she going to jail in that way. I don't know why y'all voting for her. She going to, well, guess what, motherfucker? She ain't. So I'd love to know y'all thoughts on that. Love to know y'all thoughts on if you think Bernie Sanders is going to take up Donald Trump's advice and run for independent, which I don't think will hurt Hillary either, because she's getting the Republican vote too, quiet as it's kept. She's getting the Republican vote, she's getting the Democratic vote, and she's getting the independent vote. But tell me y'all thoughts below. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.